Hello everyone, welcome back to the Global Conflict News channel. Please subscribe my channel. The war between Russia and Ukraine has taken yet another dramatic turn as new reports and intelligence suggest that Ukrainian forces have struck targets deeper inside Russia than ever before, raising questions about the vulnerability of locations long believed to be untouchable. Among the most striking claims emerging from this wave of attacks is the idea that Ukraine may have targeted or at least shaken the secrecy around what many believe to be one of Vladimir Putin's heavily fortified bunkers. For years, speculation has surrounded a network of underground facilities built to withstand nuclear war, political collapse, and foreign intervention. The possibility that Ukraine has managed to expose or even strike near one of these secret locations carries enormous symbolic and strategic weight. From the outside, what the world saw in this raid was a series of explosions lighting up the night sky over Russian territory hundreds of kilometers from the front lines. Oil depots, power facilities, and suspected military command centers were all hit in a coordinated operation that combined drones, missiles, and electronic warfare measures. Witnesses described thunderous blasts, shockwaves breaking windows, and columns of fire rising from facilities once considered far beyond Ukraine's reach. The exterior image of this operation was dramatic and disruptive, sending a clear message that even the heartland of Russia is not beyond the scope of Ukrainian strikes. Satellite images later confirmed that several strategic sites suffered significant damage, leaving large craters, burned-out structures, and disruptions to infrastructure networks that feed directly into Russia's war machine. The destruction was not random but highly calculated, showcasing the growing range and accuracy of Ukraine's evolving arsenal. Inside the operation, although details remain scarce, analysts point to a combination of advanced intelligence and carefully orchestrated timing. The interior element of this mission relied heavily on surveillance from satellites, human sources, and possibly Western intelligence sharing. What made the strike remarkable was not only the weapons used but the depth of knowledge about Russian defenses, vulnerabilities, and the positioning of critical facilities. Reports suggest that some of the drones were pre-programmed to fly low and evade radar, slipping past defensive networks that Moscow had invested billions to construct. The planning was tight, the coordination exact, and the result was a blow that rattled Russia's sense of security from within. When evaluating the performance of this strike, the evidence speaks volumes. Dozens of drones were launched simultaneously across multiple vectors, forcing Russian air defenses to stretch thin. Some were decoys meant to overwhelm radar systems and anti-air batteries, while others carried explosives capable of inflicting heavy damage on industrial sites. By combining cost-effective drones with longer-range missiles, Ukraine demonstrated a layered attack strategy similar to those employed by advanced militaries. The success rate was notable, with a significant number of weapons reaching their targets despite Russia's deployment of S-400s, Pantsir systems, and electronic countermeasures. Beyond the physical destruction, the performance of the operation created a psychological earthquake, showing Russian citizens that even locations far from the front lines could no longer be considered safe. Panic spread across social media as videos surfaced of fireballs and blackouts, while commentators debated whether Ukraine had deliberately chosen sites linked to Putin's rumored bunker complexes to maximize the shock value. Safety features in this context may sound unusual, but they form a crucial aspect of Ukraine's strategy. Rather than indiscriminately targeting civilian areas, the strikes focused on energy and military infrastructure. These facilities, while vital to Russia's economy and war machine, were selected to minimize civilian casualties. By deploying unmanned systems, Ukraine also avoided risking the lives of pilots and aircrews, a vital consideration in a conflict where resources and trained personnel are limited. The use of precision guidance and pre-programmed flight paths helped reduce collateral damage, underscoring Kyiv's effort to maintain legitimacy in the eyes of international observers. At the same time, speculation about Putin's bunker highlights the safety dimension from Moscow's side, vast underground networks designed to protect leadership from both external strikes and internal unrest. Yet even with such protection, the fact that Ukraine could threaten or symbolically expose these secret sanctuaries diminishes the sense of absolute safety that Russian leadership has tried to project. The unique selling points of this raid are numerous. First and foremost, it demonstrated Ukraine's ability to reach deeper into Russia than ever before, challenging the assumption that distance alone offers protection. Second, it showcased the adaptability of relatively inexpensive technology when combined with sophisticated tactics. Drones costing thousands of dollars managed to bypass defenses worth millions, underlining the asymmetry that has defined much of this war. Third, the raid carried enormous symbolic value. By striking near or exposing facilities rumored to house Putin and his elite, Ukraine undermined the image of invulnerability that Moscow has cultivated for decades. Fourth, the attack reinforced Ukraine's message to its allies that their support is being used effectively and innovatively, ensuring continued flows of weapons, funding, and political backing. Fifth, the raid rattled Russian society itself, reminding citizens that the war is not confined to distant battlefields but can erupt within their own communities and even threaten the sanctuaries of their leaders. The price of the operation must be considered from multiple angles. Financially, Ukraine invested relatively little compared to the damage inflicted. Modified drones and repurposed missiles cost a fraction of the infrastructure they destroyed. For Russia, the costs are staggering. Repairing oil depots, power grids, and command facilities requires not only enormous sums of money but also time, expertise, and resources already stretched thin by sanctions and war. The economic price extends further into global markets, as disruptions to Russian energy production can ripple through fuel prices, supply chains, and insurance costs. On the political level, the price for Moscow is a deepening sense of vulnerability and growing unrest among its citizens, who now see the war literally striking their homeland. For Ukraine, the price includes the risk of escalation, as Russia may retaliate with intensified bombing campaigns on Ukrainian cities. Kyiv must also manage the political balance with its allies, ensuring that its deep strikes do not trigger fears of uncontrollable escalation. Yet when weighed against the potential gains, the price seems strategically worthwhile, particularly if it undermines Russia's confidence and drains its resources. In conclusion, the alleged exposure of Putin's secret bunker and the broader strike deep inside Russia represent far more than a tactical raid. They symbolize a turning point in the war where distance no longer guarantees safety, secrecy no longer ensures invulnerability, and psychological warfare becomes as powerful as physical destruction. The exterior of the operation painted a vivid picture of flames and explosions across the Russian landscape. The interior revealed meticulous planning and intelligence sharing. The performance demonstrated range, accuracy, and adaptability that defied expectations. Safety features were evident in the careful selection of targets and the use of unmanned systems to minimize risks. The unique selling points lay in the symbolic impact, the innovation, and the challenge to Moscow's carefully constructed narrative of strength. The price inflicted on Russia was immense, far outweighing the costs borne by Ukraine. Ultimately, this operation serves as both a military success and a strategic message. No matter how deep or secret the bunkers, no matter how far from the front lines the facilities may be, modern warfare can reach them. For Ukraine, it is proof of resilience and ingenuity. For Russia, it is a reminder that the war it began has come home. For the world, it is a stark illustration of how 21st-century conflict transcends borders, penetrates myths of invincibility, and reshapes the balance of power in ways that will be felt for years to come.